See, a lot of us don't realize the situations that we're in now, whether it's financial, spiritual, relationships, whatever it is. We're not realizing everything that you did up until this point has got you to what you have right now. Welcome to Late Night Takeout. Today we're talking about what are you really willing to sacrifice? The currency you're wasting is time because time is really the only thing that we can't get back. How many times have you said to yourself, I'll get to it tomorrow? I don't have enough time today. I can't find enough time to get around to start that business or start that idea or start a podcast, YouTube channel, create content, create music. How much of us are always saying that we just wish we had more time? I mean, you can't fool yourself. I can't fool myself. To me, time is my own worst enemy because I was consistently telling myself I'll have time to be able to get to that thing tomorrow or in the next couple of hours. And we all know the more you say that, the more you get accustomed to leaning into the fact that you think you have more time. See, next week is coming around regardless if you just laid in bed and slept all day, it's coming around anyway. And you need to be happy and thankful that you still have time on this earth because we never, in reality, we don't know when we're going to go. None of us do. So stop looking at time as like an infinity thing. That's not really true. That's not really the case. Sleep. Are you sleeping or are you trying to escape? See, I know somebody that whenever something goes wrong, they stay in the bed and they sleep and sleep and sleep. And they don't get out of the bed. They just say, like, I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like doing anything. When you get to that point, there's only so much sleep that you can get. The average person probably needs what, 7, 8 hours of sleep? But you're sleeping 10, 11, 12 hours? You got to get yourself out of that rut, man. You're literally looking at all your activities and all your daily habits, and you're saying, nothing in this day is more important than me than sleeping. Not making no money, not recognizing that you actually have a day to accomplish some things, not celebrating your accomplishments because you're not even doing the activity to get those accomplishments. We all heard sleep is the cousin of death. But what sleep really is you're punishing yourself. Oversleeping is punishing yourself. Because regardless how much you sleep, once you get to a certain point, you're just gonna want to keep sleeping and keep sleeping and keep sleeping. So don't use that as a reason to just escape what the reality is. You gotta actually like get up and do something. Now, what's your loyalty and your luggage bag look like? On one side, you got a bag, you carrying it, it's loyalty, and the other side is luggage. So your loyalty on this side, and those are the people that you're loyal to. They're loyal to you back. They really mean something. They help push your life to a new level. They're there for you when nobody else will. The luggage on this other side is you actually being loyal to the people that don't want anything positive to happen in your life. See, some of us are so stuck on keeping people around that are just in our life for seasons. We can't even see they came to our life, they served the purpose, and it's time for you to move on. Now, I'm not saying like you ran into a feud with a person and y'all not talking for a month or something crazy happens, but I'm talking about literally being around and trying to get time with people that you know that y'all are not on the same page. You know they want one thing and you want something else. But you just feel the vibe is right, the energy is right. You gotta be around this person. You gotta be around these people. You're holding on to luggage, man. Even when you get on a plane, they only let you bring a certain amount of bags on that plane. Why? Because you with 10 bags compared to one bag, think about the difference in the weight that it's doing to the actual plane. And if there's too much weight on that plane, it's going to bring the whole plane down. So, how much luggage, how many people are you carrying on to on your plane? Are you letting them drag you down? Or are you realizing they serve their purpose? I feel like too many of us are holding on to other people's dreams. See, like living your life through somebody else, whether it's somebody else that's online, idolizing a celebrity, an influencer, you're idolizing that person. Number one thing you're saying to yourself is, this person is so high up, they're so above me that I can never reach them. So instead of me working harder on myself to get to another level, I'm just gonna live my life through that person that I've never met, never seen, this person that I just idolize. You can't live your life through other people, bro. Lady, listen, you cannot live your life through other people. You're in reality building somebody else's dream. Idolizing these things is a wrong mistake because the only thing that we should be giving praise to is the Most High. That's it. Everything else is just human. Listen, these people that you're idolizing or looking up to so much, they bleed just like you, bro. They get sick just like you, bro. They get down, depressed just like you. They're human. So instead of looking at these people and idolizing them, you need to idolize your own life. You need to look up to your own life. Look at the person that you were and the person that you're becoming. Or are you not focused on your life in general and you're just focused on somebody else to make you happy? You know the crazy part about life is a lot of us are afraid of death. We know it's coming, but we're all afraid of it. We don't want it to come. But you know inside of you, the old version of you has to go. The old version of you has to die in order for you to become the person you're trying to be. See, a lot of us don't realize the situations that we're in now, whether it's financial, spiritual, relationships, whatever it is, we're not realizing that that old us is still there. And everything that you did up until this point has got you to what you have right now. Every single thing. You are the maker of your life and your future. So, how can you get to be somebody else, a higher version of yourself? The old version has to die off. You got to peel it away. How could I really expect to get some advice from someone on doing something that they've never done? How's that going to help me? So how is the old you that's got you where you are, how's it gonna help you get to the new you? It's not. You have to let it go. That means you gotta change habits. You gotta start working out. You gotta start eating. I'm just naming things. You gotta start eating right. You gotta watch what you consume, watch what you listen to. All these things play a part, but you can't be the same person trying to get different results. It's just not gonna work. And even if you do get whatever goal you're trying, let's just say you're trying to make way more money. If you're not prepared and you're not that person that's killed off his old self, even when you get that money, you get that bag, you ain't gonna know what to do with it because you still the old version of you. You still the old version of you. It's just not gonna work. Let's talk about vices, right? And these lukewarm addictions. Man, bro, drinking, smoking weed, doing drugs. When I was in the nightclub business, I did all different types of stuff because to the outward appearance, it seemed like I had things under control. It seemed like to the outside eyes, I knew exactly who I was, I knew exactly where I was going, and everything was all good. But every time I took a sip or smoked, in reality, it was just me trying to run away from something. Like, vices is almost like a hidden anchor. Vices is almost like a hidden anchor that just keeps weighing you down and you don't even know it. You know, like an anchor goes down and it's weighing the water, and you can see a little bit of it. You can see a little bit of signs of it. But if you get under that water, it goes all the way down to the bottom, all the way down to the bottom. And it's stuck in the bottom in the sand. And if you really want to stop this thing from moving, you'll put multiple anchors down. How many of us have multiple anchors that are holding us down, that are holding us back? How many of us have vices that we're using that is giving us a temporary fix, a temporary hit of dopamine, but it's really killing any chance we have? Like, you got to think about, man, all these vices, even the vaccine. I don't even want to go into this too much, but the vaccines have chemicals and certain things in it. And we didn't even know exactly what all was in it. We thought it was helping us, and it temporarily was to some extent. But look how many people have been affected from taking that stuff long term. Don't make vices your kryptonite, man. Bro, don't make vices your anchor that is truly, truly weighing you down. You got to think to yourself, am I strong enough to really make it in this life without these vices? I don't know. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. That's something that you have to ask yourself. Sometimes we just have to face the reality. That's just really what it is. The last thing, man, pride. It started small. How many of us were too scared to start something? because we didn't want to start too small and we didn't want people to look at us a certain way or say something to us. See, I can be real about it. I can talk about it. I can be exactly the person that I am, that I was, and that I'm going to be. I don't have no problem with that. But you know how many times I didn't start something or jump out on something because I'm like, man, this is gonna be small. Like people gonna look at it like, oh, Adam's trying to start something again. Here he goes. He's trying to start something again. Let's see how long he starts this. And I was like, man, if I can just keep it under wraps until it's a certain size, then I'll start talking about it. Then I'll start promoting it. Then I'll start, bringing people around what I'm trying to do. But we all know everybody starts somewhere. But it's okay for other people to start somewhere and start small, but not us. Bro, does that even make that don't even make sense. See, your level of inactivity on starting things is what's causing you to fail. Because the person that's starting and they fail 100 times is always going to be better than the person that waits until the perfect opportunity to start. There's never going to be a perfect opportunity. It's never going to get handed to you. And do you even want it if it's handed to you in the first place? Let's just use music for example. How many people just straight got it out the mud? Just got it out the mud. They grind it all the way from the bottom straight to the top. And think about the people that just came right out the gate and had a big hit single. I'm telling you, starting small is the key because you're building the roots and you're building the foundation. When you plant a seed in the ground and you water that seed, the very next day it doesn't harvest, it doesn't grow. It has to grow into the ground and go down first. So it's even getting smaller. It has to grow down into the ground first because it has to develop the strong roots and foundation. Then it's going to grow up. But it don't happen right away. Little progress, little progress, little progress. 1% better every day. Don't let these things distract you. Don't let these things take yourself out of your game. We got to start stepping up. And the only way we're going to do that is by realizing these things that I was just talking about is what's holding us back. Man, it was late night takeout. Glad you guys were here with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Until then, I'm out.